Time for your sport now with me, Jake Brigstock. First up, and on a big night of boxing at the Nottingham Arena, Gedling featherweight fighter Leigh Wood defended his Commonwealth title against Ryan Doyle, stopping his opponent in the 10th round on Friday night. The 30-year-old described the night as his best in boxing so far and promised more is to come.
I didn't want to get distracted whilst I was fighting. You know, hear the crowd, hear the chanting. I was like I could hear it, but I was trying not to listen to it. Let persuade me. I had to stay focused. But it's lifting. The crowd's lifting. Such a feeling I can't explain it. You know, it was good.
Ryan Doyle, a really durable opponent. Tell me how that fight went from the beginning.
Tough kid. Got to give it to him. He was really fit to suck up them punches for the amount of time he did. You know, you got to give him credit. I thought he'd fold probably early away, pressing him. I kept testing him with shots, injecting a bit of power here and there, but he took it well. And then in the end, I thought, you know what, it's probably going to go the distance. I relaxed, and that's when I set him on a shot. Hopefully, I'll be coming back here to the Ice Arena. Really big crowd tonight. A lot of Forest lot. I think we'll be in a big fight for another title, maybe September, October time. I've got to talk to Dave and Eddie, but it's looking like we're coming back.
Football next, and Mansfield Town's promotion hopes are over this season after they lost to Newport County in a penalty shootout. Going into the game at Field Mill with the scores at 1-1, the two sides then played out a 0-0 stalemate for 120 minutes before Tyler Walker missed the only penalty in the shootout. Manager David Flitcroft said he had the toughest moments of his career going through the shootout heartbreak.
It's tough, you know, probably the toughest 5 minutes I've had just listening to Newport celebrate in a dressing room next door to us. I made the players, have a silence and listen to it and absorb it and understand what it feels like to take that punishment. But all credit to Newport. They've come here and first half really, they've had 2 or 3 good chances and we got into half time, and I felt was a little bit lucky and didn't really deserve to go in. But second half, the lads come out all guns blazing, little adaptation to the shape, and we looked threatening, and we got a real foothold in the game. And in them big moments, when you've got that momentum, that's the time you've got to go and win it. No goal scored in normal time and then extra time, and and then it went to penalties.
Nottingham Forest have revealed their retained and released list. The Reds have retained 32 first-team players who are contracted beyond June 2019, with goalkeeper Stephen Henderson and forward Jamie Ward the only 2 first-team players to be released. 7 loan players are returning to their parent club, including fullback Sam Byram and midfielder Jack Colback, despite their future being uncertain at their respective clubs. Former Forest midfielder and fan favourite Chris Cohen has spoken to iFollow Forest about his transition from a first-team player to be the Reds under-23s coach. He says his first season in the role has been very enjoyable.
Loved it. Obviously, the change from being a player to a coach, the transition was earlier than I wanted it to be. But in terms of, do I love being out on the grass? Do I love hopefully making players better every day or helping them achieve a possible dream or get a little bit closer to a possible dream? Then it's been a great year for me personally. I love seeing how the academy runs. It's been 18 months really since I've been working with them properly, or 17 months, something like that. And they work so hard, great people, can really see why why they've had the success over the years when you see how hard they work, but how intelligent they work as well, which is obviously the most important thing, because you can work really hard.
Notts County now, and uncertainty remains as to what is happening with the takeover bid at Meadow Lane. Last week, national media reported a new consortium fronted by Alex May, who reportedly tried to buy Chesterfield FC last season, are interested in buying the club. However, the South African consortium hit back, saying it has not stopped them from wanting to push a deal over the line, having already completed their due diligence of the club. In the cricket, Nottinghamshire Outlaws One-Day Cup campaign came to a crushing end in their home semi-final against Somerset. Somerset were put into bat first at Trent Bridge and scored 337 all out, with Jake Ball the pick of the bowlers for Notts, picking up figures of 4 wickets for 62. Despite half-centuries from Ben Slater and Alex Hales, the Outlaws were then bowled out for 222, losing by 115 runs. Notts return to County Championship action away at Essex tomorrow.